I just had sex and I'm in a good mood, and I feel like reading some books. Books to read if you're bored. People want explanations and answers to why sometimes, or most of the time, organisms on this planet are mental fucked, insane, crazy, misbehaving, alright, or not adhering to codes of conduct, and people want answers. People just want answers, and these books explain why human beings and other organisms on this planet misbehave. Alright, and we'll start off with Big Brother, the Orwellian nightmare come true. Big Brother, you can read about mind-reading machines, data mines, psychotronics, facial recognition cameras, cybernetic organisms, neural interfaces, artificial intelligence, the nanny state. Big Brother, read about it. School shootings, why human beings shoot each other to death in some cases. This particular book emphasizes school shootings, but almost every institution has shootings, not just schools. I mean, all institutions seem to be having shootings. What every parent and educator needs to know to protect our children: school shootings, by Dr. Sachs and Lieberman, Joseph A. Lieberman. I spoke to Lieberman after the Dawson shooting, and he decided to create this book, giving some insight and explanation to why we have had thousands of school shootings, and we continue to have shootings in all types of institutions. When you send your children to school in the morning, do you worry that you may never see them again? So this gives an explanation on school shootings and why human beings shoot each other to death. Read about mental disease, such as schizophrenia, Rays of Hope. This gives some insight into the classification of mental disorder and mental disease, and the types of treatments, and the symptoms of the disease. Schizophrenia, learning about schizophrenia, Rays of Hope, Schizophrenia Society of Canada. They should explain why some people are mental fucked, or many people are mental fucked. Controlling the human mind. Now, the FBI asked me politely not to talk about this. This is the century of the brain and the mind. So read about controlling the human mind, the technologies of political control, the technologies of political control or tools for peak performance, by Dr. Bejic, can't pronounce his name, Dr. Nick, by Dr. Nick. Controlling the human mind. I should explain why people are mental fucked. Angels don't play this harp. Angels Don't Play This Harp, by Dr. Nick and Jian. environmental warfare. Read about disruption of human mental processes. This book will also explain about mass mind control worldwide and human misbehavior and misbehavior of other organisms, such as interference with wildlife migration patterns. Then read about weather warfare, floods, droughts, tsunamis, hurricanes, and volcanic eruptions, weapons of the future or today. Mother Nature has been drafted. Weather warfare, the military's plan to draft Mother Nature, by Jerry Smith. This should give you more insight to not just controlling organisms and human beings and animals and insects and birds, but controlling the weather as well. And another book, HARP, the Ultimate Weapon of Conspiracy. Read about the mind control conspiracy series, such as mind control, world control, NASA, Nazis and JFK, Nazis being white supremacists, that you can find in many countries, such as Canada, US, Europe. All races have their supremacists and those who are trying to dominate the other. Mind control, liquid conspiracy, the ultimate weapon of the conspiracy. So this should give you more insight into why human beings and other organisms are misbehaving, and how often the doctor will say, "It's not your fault," but won't give you any further explanation to why it's not your fault. So read all these books. So these are books to read if you are bored, and should give you an explanation and more insight into why many organisms are misbehaving, demonstrating criminal behavior, are mental fucked, insane, criminal in nature, psychopathic, psychotic. One explanation, and I've been asked not to talk about this, but alien technology that can actually control the human mind, externally and internally. So read about it. These are books to read if you're bored, and they should explain and give you answers to questions to why things are the way they are.